Hey everyone, and welcome back to my little sewing studio where I turn my fashion ideas into reality. Today we are going to be working on another swimsuit. This one is going to be a little bit different than the one we made in our last video. Our objective is to end up with something like this and something like this for our bikini bottom. So let's get started.
The first thing I'm going to do is trace my cup. I love the way the gathering is done in the sample here, and I want to achieve the same look. We are going to add extra fullness to our pattern exactly in the area where the gathering is seen. I am using the slash and spread technique to complete my pattern. We are going to end up with some extra material in this area so that we can create our gathers. I've been making clothes for quite some time now, so it's easy for me to freehand the pattern, but feel free to use a ruler or a French curve if you feel more comfortable with that. Now I'm cutting out my pieces from this beautiful neon yellow fabric. I'm obsessed with this color and I think it's going to look gorgeous on freshly tanned skin. This next step is going to be a little tricky and will require a bit of finessing. So I've pinned it down and I'm going to play around with the gathers until I make both of my cups look as identical to one another as possible. Now that I've got it looking as it should, I'm going to secure it by stitching it down so that I can proceed with my next steps. I've cut out these little side pieces. I'm going to refer to them as wings. These wings are going to get connected to the cups, and eventually we are going to put our trim on them and connect them so that we can tie this bikini at the back as well as around our neck. The most annoying part about making a bikini, in my opinion, is having to cut these 1-inch trims. These are called casings, and even though it's a tedious process to cut them out, they certainly provide a nice clean finish to our garments. Once we flip our casings over and top stitch them with a zigzag stitch, it's going to look finished just like this, nice and clean. It is time to attach our wings to our cups. I'm trimming off the excess fabric inside my cups with my detailing scissors. Now my favorite part again is attaching more casings to the top of my bra. I'm going to seamlessly extend these into strings that are then going to tie around my neck. Pay special attention to the technique I'm using here. If your fingers alone can't do the trick, you can always use tweezers for those harder to reach areas. Now on to the easy part, bikini bottoms. We are going to cut out our pieces from our main fabric as well as our lining. My favorite cutting shears to use are stainless steel and made in Italy. Luckily, I got these bad boys for Christmas. Let's stitch our pieces together.
If you don't have a serger that does this kind of finish, you can just use a zigzag to go around your edges the same way. So now that we've got that, we are going to go back to our elastic band and we are going to stitch this elastic band inside our legs as well as our waist. So you're just gonna pull a little bit at a time as you go. So here's what we got.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!